Right, so 50 days to go until the T20 World Cup. Perth Stadium here, hosting a bunch of matches. What are you looking forward to about the matches here in Perth?
Oh, it's a stunning stadium here in Perth. It's certainly one of the best stadiums in the world, and the wickets always had pace and bounce, which is going to be great for the Aussies who are playing here. It's looking like they're going to be playing against Sri Lanka, which is going to be a big match for the Aussies. But the game that stands out for me is India and South Africa. That's going to be a blockbuster to be able to see how India take on the pace of Rabada and Nokia in particular. But so many quality games here. It's going to be a really exciting time here in Perth.
What do you think? You've played in a lot of ICC events yourself. What sort of separates it from, say, other normal bilateral cricket as a player?
Oh, to have a lot riding on every game. That's the World Cups, whether it's a one day or the T20 World Cups, every game is so important. And there's so many more blockbusters, whether it's India v Pakistan, and that's the only time they play together majority of the time. There's always something riding on every single game, which in the bilateral series, it's not always the case. So that's always the exciting part. You know that you have to be on your game every game that you play in the World Cup, in a World Cup. Otherwise, you could be out before you know it.
And the Aussies, they're obviously coming in as defending champions. What's going to be the sort of key for them coming into this event?
Yeah, the Aussies, the great thing is they're holding together their squad, very similar squad to the squad that won the men's T20 World Cup in the UAE last year. So that's a great thing, because the Aussies, in the past, we've chopped and changed a little bit. So that's a really important one. And also the home ground advantage, playing on the bouncy wickets that we have here in Australia, and also the size of the grounds. That's going to be a huge advantage that we Australia have to make the most of. But I'd be very surprised if Australia don't dominate this men's T20 World Cup.
Loads of fans here from all different countries here. That's also what makes it a bit unique.
Oh, it certainly is. That's the beauty of playing in different parts of Australia, and a world event as well, is when you see all the different cultures that we're fortunate to be able to have here in Australia come out and support their home, their origins, really. So yeah, it's always incredible to be able to see different cultures that are here in Australia to be able to come out and support the game of cricket, which unites everyone.
And Tim David, everyone's sort of talking about him. It's not a debutant coming into a World Cup. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Tim David, he's a gun. There's no doubt about that. What I've seen of him, and especially of recent times in the IPL under extreme pressure, the power game that he has, he's just going to add another element to the Australia's batting, especially in the back end of a game, the back end of an innings. So he's going to be exciting to watch. I love watching him bat.
So I take it you'd select him?
I'd be selecting him, absolutely. If he's available to play, then he absolutely should be in. The firepower that he would provide at the back end of a game, with whether it's Maxwell, Wade, Stoinis, and also Tim David, not too many bowlers, well, no bowler in the world would want to be bowling to that firepower at the back end of a game.
Perfect.